Well, Lucy was diagnosed when she was 6 days old. We had had genetic testing done while I was pregnant and found out that I was a carrier of CF. So they then tested my husband and found out he was also a carrier. It was a shock. It was a shock to my husband and a shock to myself. And being a nurse myself, you would think I would have known a lot about cystic fibrosis, but I really was clueless. Within 2 hours of getting the call that Lucy had cystic fibrosis, we had an appointment and we met with a doctor at the cystic fibrosis clinic. And right from the get-go, he helped us to have an optimistic attitude about the future of CF.
I've been on Orkambi now for about 6 weeks, and quite honestly, I don't feel all that much better. I haven't noticed that much of an improvement, but at the same time, I've heard from a lot of my friends who have CF and reading blogs that it takes up to 2 or 3 months before they start feeling better, and for me, that gives me a little bit of hope to hold on to because I haven't been on it that long. And with the development of Orkambi comes, a ton of open doors. And for, second, third, fourth generations of drugs, and hopefully down the line, I will be feeling much better and I'll be able to benefit from those developments.
The biggest breakthrough I've seen in my over 30 years of cystic fibrosis research has been the development of small molecules or drugs that can actually correct the CF protein. They're called CFTR modulators. 2 of them are now FDA approved, Kalydeco and Orkambi, and there are many more in the pipeline. And in my career, I never thought that I would see drugs that could actually treat this illness.
When we first found out about Kalydeco, we were absolutely thrilled. It was the best, brightest news that there ever could have been because it provided the chance of a fuller, healthier life and future for Lucy. When we wake up in the morning, she usually climbs into our bed and we put her in her vibrating vest and she inhales a salt medicine, does that for about half an hour, and then we get ready for the school day. With her breakfast, she takes her Kalydeco, and then off to school she goes. After school, she has her swim team practice or ballet, and then before bedtime, she takes her Kalydeco with dinner and does her vibrating vest again, also with the same salt medicine, and then another inhaled medicine after that. So it's a big change from the 28 pills per day that she used to take that were with every single meal.
Every time one of these drugs has been developed, I've been able to go back to the clinic and I've been able to actually see it impact the lives of my patients. And that is a gift that it is the most wonderful gift a physician can have. It really is just miraculous.
I was diagnosed with CF-related diabetes around the age of 10. They started me on very, a very easy regimen at first. It wasn't too much to handle. And it took me really until this last year to realize that, this is a whole separate component, but it's equally as important as doing my chest PT, as taking all my pills, as exercising, as everything. A lot of people don't know about it. They don't know all that it entails, everything that it affects. It's a very invisible disease, and a lot of people just kind of brush it aside, and they're like, they just take a bunch of pills, they cough a little bit, no big deal. It's a very progressive disease. That's something that I was in denial about, I think, for a long time until, I was probably 16 or 17. I started accepting the fact that it is progressive, and you can't help but think about that every day. And it makes you really think about if I'm going to live long enough to, get married, and if I'll ever have children, and if I'll ever have a career. It's hard to accept that, it's something else that I have to deal with. I want to go out and do things, and I want to spend time with my friends, and I want to go to work and do all the things that I normally do. Kids my age are out doing something with their lives, and I'm stuck at home.
Being a part of the CF community, those others with CF, we've gotten to know so closely. And it's a real emotional pull to be happy for your own child, but scared for your friend's child.
For those patients that today cannot benefit from Kalydeco or Orkambi because of their genetic type, should be extremely hopeful, because I know that there are many drugs in the pipeline that are being developed for 100% of patients with CF.
All I can say to patients is it's a tremendously optimistic future for CF, and my hope is that they all have completely normal life expectancies.
The mission of the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation is that they will not stop until 100% of patients are receiving treatments that will significantly improve their lives.
The work of the pediatric pulmonologists like Dr. Ramsey and her colleagues has transformed the health of children with CF, and now I take care of young adults with CF who have normal lung function, who have normal lives. This is a phenomenal transformation, and I have no idea when it's going to stop. Our pace of advance is just picking up day by day.
I think what I'm most excited about is Lucy and others like her being able to redefine cystic fibrosis, being able to experience life to its fullest all the way through adulthood.
The CF Foundation is really innovative and unique in that it moved into the field of venture philanthropy and actually really invented the concept of venture philanthropy behind the leadership of Bob Bell. And with venture philanthropy, they took the money from a foundation invested into companies to draw them into the study of CF. And this has now become a model system to approach orphan diseases around the world.
I know that within 10 to 20 years, we're going to have treatments that will likely give patients a normal lifespan. I mean, I can't say the word cure because they'll likely need medicines, but they'll be living really probably close to normal lives.
I'm grateful for my support system, my friends, my family. I'm grateful for my doctors. I'm grateful for the foundation, and they are what give me hope. All of those people are what give me hope.
When I look at how bright Lucy's future is, and I look at the medications that she's on now and the treatments that she does to keep her body as healthy as can be, I can't help but look and think all the medications she's on were funded by the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. And without support to this foundation, her future wouldn't have the optimistic outlook that it does. And so my hope is for a future as bright as Lucy's for every child with CF and every adult with CF as well.